Hello everybody and welcome to the final game. The Learn Dota 2 League Season 14, Week 4. We got Ganker x Ganker taking on Brothers against NATO, guided by Allah, who, if Allah provides, we will be looking at as our live game this week. Last game, Kami had the saddest faceless void game you've ever gone and seen. Let's see if things go a little better for him this time.
Respect ban, let's go. Online. Abaddon.
With me here today, we've got the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Hello.
And the Sultan of Sandbag, Manoy.
Hey, what's up, trash people? I'm just joking. Let's go.
Well, if Trashboat's watching this, we know there's at least one trash person out there tonight.
There's two. First pick Undying. That's good. I feel like Undying in this patch is still good, so.
Yep, first pick. I feel like the two first picks you see in LD2L this season are Undying and Marcy. It's pretty much. Well, I guess there's three. There's Undying, there's Marcy, and there's Pudge, and that's like 70 to 80% of the games just wrapped up between those three, I think.
Radiant team.
Snapfire? No. Oh, another Furion.
Nature's Prophet, alright.
They forgot to ban Nature's Prophet. I think that's the reason. That's why they won the game. Game one. Looter. Nature's Prophet is good.
Looter's all about that Furion gameplay. He's all about that broccoli life. He plays it every role. He plays it every game.
Yeah, I think if they watch this stream, they're gonna ban whoever against Ganker X.
Well, I mean, if you look at the stats of the people on the team, you're going to ban it.
Ooh.
Shadow Shaman has not made that many appearances this season. We got a Spear Breaker, another low appearance number club member. I believe this is actually season 14 debut.
Radiant team ban.
I don't know why they picked Spirit Breaker against. I mean, it's good against Natures, but they don't have AoE right now.
They want to chase the Nature's Prophet all across the map.
Yeah, I mean, if they push with Shadow Shaman and Nature's Prophet, that's gonna be fast push.
10 seconds remaining.
And I think they already showed their offlane, right? Nature's Prophet and Shaman.
Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. Death Prophet going down, Monkey King going down. Interesting bans.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Monkey King in particular is a little interesting. I don't know how much I like Monkey King into Undying, to be honest with you. I don't know if I like him against Spirit Breaker that much either. I don't know. I feel like you banned Monkey King out of a game where Monkey King doesn't want to be. What do you think, Randy?
It's not the worst Monkey King game in the world. It's like not great. I don't know. It's like a
I feel like
Monkey King game.
I feel like all you gotta do is just put up one core that Monkey King doesn't want to see, and it's totally unplayable for him, basically.
Yeah, I don't know why they banned Monkey King too. Is it? I don't know if BlueJay plays that. Right? It doesn't.
Not really. Not really.
No. I mean, it could be directed at Jorge.
Radiant team ban.
Brothers against NATO says you guys are not gonna upstage me with this faceless void. I will not allow that opportunity.
I mean, Puck is still in the pool. I don't know if they're forgetting the Puck.
Radiant team ban.
Puck is no longer in the pool. They are not forgetting the Puck. No Drow Ranger, by the way.
Ten seconds remaining.
It's an interesting thing BlueJay ban out one of his, I would say, more signature heroes there in the Drow.
Yeah, there you go.
Nature's Prophet gonna get something off the bottom of his shoe.
When's pause 1 IO BlueJay?
Hope it's this game.
No.
Radiant team pick.
Stealer gets knocked out.
I mean, yeah, it's a Lifestealer Spirit Breaker, so ban that.
And hey, this
Cool.
gives you great avenues to pick like a Pause 1 Centaur Warrunner if you've lost your goddamn marbles.
10 seconds remaining.
They could pick the Lifestealers for them.
5 seconds remaining.
No, I don't think they can pick the Lifestealer anymore, actually. I think you can safely assume Lifestealer
I mean,
will
they
not
coulda-
be more in this game.
I see what's happening. Like, they could have done a Lifestealer Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, they
And you
coulda.
can hit, and you can hit the Tombstone.
Yep.
So.
But I mean, I would be very surprised if BlueJay had any desire to play Lifestealer. Or if really most people did, to be honest with you. I think the only people in the world that like to play Lifestealer are, especially in this patch, are on the Brothers Against NATO guided by Allah.
Or a Giraffe. That's basically it.
I'll pull out a sneaky fun stealer once in a while when I want to steal some fun, but Buddy just does not feel great right now. It's hard to exactly determine why, which makes me think it's a numbers thing. We're running back to Rubik here, so it's going to
Ooh.
actually be likely... Either they're switching back out...
Rubik again.
Well, rather, switching out again. Or it's going to be a 5 Shaman.
Ursa?
Alright.
I don't know. I don't know. He's gonna
Radiant
get kited
team
again,
pick.
like the Faceless Void.
Yeah, I mean,
Mars will help that a little bit, but...
And Mars?
Mars ain't great right now.
What?
Mars is kind of bad.
What is going on? Like, what's this draft?
I like him against the Furion. He actually has a
10
lot to
seconds
offer
remaining.
against the Furion in particular. But he has... And he
5
can, like,
seconds
help
remaining.
early game Ursa avoid getting kited, and that's literally all he's got in this entire match, basically.
Just pick Timbersaw or OD, and they're done. They're all melee with strength heroes. Like,
it could be a Timbersaw game.
yeah, I mean, in laning, Timbersaw is gonna run at them, and
The only problem is that it's going to be Looter on Nature's Prophet, and you're probably not going to see him be running that like mid or something. And if it's Timbersaw mid, that's the one lane where there's not a big melee strength hero going to be.
I'm surprised that like they didn't address their like if they push Natures and Shadow Shaman. I don't know how are they gonna stop that. Since
No,
they're
they've
all
got
melee-
nothing. They've got
Yeah.
actually nothing to do that. The best they got is just hope Spear Breaker gets like big enough that he can just be a credible threat.
There we go, the Timbersaw, because
Yep.
they're all
Very nice.
strength. That's like easy game. Not easy, but you're gonna run at them so good. Like Timbersaw can just tank the tower, and then Natures
10
and Shadow
seconds
Shaman just
remaining.
push. And the only thing like they can stop the
5
push if
seconds
Mars does
remaining.
blink and kill everybody, or the charge will not get interrupted in some way. So I don't know. It's gonna be a hard game for
Team
brothers right now.
They don't want to see PL, which is not a bad idea to get rid of there. Chia knocking out the Viper. Don't want to lose that
Radiant
reactive
team
armor.
back.
They're gonna last pick strength hero again. You'll see it here. All strength. Let's go.
Alternate, etc. So, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
They need an offlaner, or maybe Spirit Breaker's the offlaner.
I mean, I assume it's
Dire
Mars
team.
3. Yeah, they
Oh
need
yeah,
mid.
Mars 3. Never mind.
Like a Spirit mid, probably.
They know it's gonna be Timber mid, so they have to counter it. I don't know who. OD.
Kinda Timber mid.
Yeah, it's Timber mid.
5 seconds remaining.
What
They need
counters Timber
something.
mid? Well, for starters, basic positioning skills.
Radiant team.
You know what?
pick.
Huskar is good for them.
Storm Spirit.
Storm!
Or
Oh.
Storm, okay.
Ah. Timbersaw doesn't care.
Yeah, Timbersaw is never gonna kill Storm Spirit, but it's kind of unlikely Storm Spirit gets anything done in response.
10 seconds remaining.
I think it's a hard Storm Spirit game because you have Shadow Shaman, Rubik, and then Naga.
Naga Siren.
Oh, it looks good for Ganker X. Their picks, their draft. If they arena, just song, go back and do it again, and push again, right? So.
I mean, they could do a lot of devastating things with Song this game. Here's a funny joke for you. You ready? Naga Siren goes just blows a completely full duration song. Nature's Prophet TPs to a tower while that's happening and blows it up.
Hell yeah.
Very interesting game. I will say this much. There is one major key ingredient that Ganker x Ganker is going to want to get here if they want to assure themselves some success. Timbersaw needs to get the hell out of mid as soon as possible. Timbersaw needs to leave that lane like it's on fire, because that's the only lane where he's not going to be walking all over people. Like I said, he doesn't care about Storm Spirit, but unless Maniac... Well, no, I'm not going to say that because that's a potential preemptive flame. So let's just say it like this. He shouldn't be getting any kills there either, right? I think the strat this game is just almost roam, basically. Play it like a, 5-6 years ago mid, right? Get to level 6, then go eat people.
Or just stay mid and let their support go on him. So that's one thing. I think they should just go 4-man always for Ganker X and let BlueJay farm, and then because it's really hard to go on them, right? With
Yeah.
4 millis and a storm.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. The earlier that Ganker x Ganker ends lane phase,
Prepare
basically,
for
I think the
battle.
better things go for them, because the second lane phase ends, there's going to be like a 20-minute period where the brothers against NATO are just going to be just getting canned every single time they look out the door. I mean, there's going to be like... Me too, Rubik, me too. Like, the second lane phase ends, there's just going to be a very long period where these guys are just not going to be able to do anything, really.
And I feel this Ursa gonna get kited a lot,
Look, a
Like-
funny balloon.
like heavily.
Timbersaw eats some tower shots here, trash boat special.
Yeah.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, I'm surprised they picked the storm here too. Honestly, I mean, whew. If he got net or something, he's dead. And
I mean,
it's not like
he,
it's not. Oh, yeah,
Go
you go first.
he's gonna have a lot of masters this game. There's just gonna be, I mean, okay, so he's gonna be the only thing that's going to be able to even slow down Timbersaw in a fight. So he's gonna always have to be focusing on that. He's always going to be focusing on getting Timbersaw off like everybody else on his lineup, basically. He's going to have to build around not getting shredded by the Nature's Prophet Orchid, which you know for a fact is going to be coming and coming early, right? If he gets silenced, he's dead, so that can't happen. If the song comes out at an awkward time, he's dead, so that can't happen. And, God forbid there's also the Shaman Hex. If that happens to him, he's probably gonna die. There's just so many different things he has to build around this game. Some of them BKBable, some of them not. And then when he actually gets into fights, like I said, not only does he have to pull Timbersaw off basically everybody on his team in an almost pause 3-like fashion, but he's also going to have to create a scenario where there can be some kind of arena with Ursa follow-up. It's going to be basically on him to get anything started. I don't know. It feels like Maniac is the man of 1,000 jobs this game.
It's hard game. Yeah.
He's got so much on his back because so much of his team is just, like, snuffed out here.
Yep.
BlueJay just missed a deny because he was animation canceling. Randy moment.
We shall lay our
I don't know, that Ursa and who's their boss 5?
Ursa, it is a pos 5 Spirit Breaker.
Breaker. I don't know if they're griefing
Yeah,
their...
this is an awful lane. This
Yeah,
lane sucks.
It's like the Faceless Boy Witch Doctor again, but this one is worst.
Like, the best thing I can say about this lane is at least Ursa can jump over the trees. That's the only good thing I can say
So
about
you're
it.
wearing Battle Fury?
Yeah,
Alright.
Feeling Blade for that.
Spirit Breaker.
But what will Spirit Breaker will do in this lane? He's just gonna sap XP, that's it. Or pull, yeah. He's not gonna do anything in that lane. There's 2 range. If he charge, they don't care.
There is one small upside. Timbersaw getting a little bashed up here. Actually, both men's getting a little bashed up here. There is one upside to, well, 2 upsides to this draft for Dire. One, this is not the Timbersaw of a few patches ago, right? The changes to reactive armor are going to be in Storm Spirit's favor in this lane. And he's not going to be just constantly beating on Timbersaw, nor is it going to be very safe for him to just sit there tanking in the middle of a wave. So at the very least, the reactive armor is going to be, like, probably, like, mid to low for most of this lane phase. So that's good. And if Ursa can actually get up to Timbersaw, and Timbersaw is held there for a while, he's very good at just eating the guy. But that's a lot. It's a lot to ask. A lot to ask
It's
of this
gonna-
lineup.
It's gonna go Fury, so that's like 50 minutes game.
It's a lot to
Yeah.
ask to actually catch the Timbersaw, especially when you consider that you pretty much have 2 forms of reliable CC on this entire team. Really. And, you know, one is going to be mostly reliable, right? You know, you're usually, at least, ideally usually, going to be able to get the Spear of Mars stun out. But it's pretty much just going to be Vortex and the Spirit Breaker stuff. And that's going to be not the best stuff to hold down Timber with. Naga Siren just straight up right clicking this wave. Gonna shave off a bunch of Undying's armor.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, it's
Joker's
level
courier
5.
killed.
Timber is level 5 now, so there's no way he can kill Timber now.
He is playing it smart. Maniac's playing it smart. He's only hitting Timbersaw at all when alpha damage is going to come out of it, right? You know, he's only going to hit him with the overload shot. He's only going to hit him with the static remnant. He's not just going to try and casually right-click Timbersaw just for the sake of it, which is smart.
Stupendous.
So good on
It's the only
Maniac.
way to eliminate Simba.
But I think it will not do anything still, even though he hits it or not.
Got some funny
Yeah, I mean,
combat music, but I'm not really
kinda-
sure why.
Versus dead.
Oh,
That's why.
Versus dead.
The only way you kill Timber in this game is with the Ursa. Speaking of Ursa, like,
He's getting kited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just gets knocked over by the Rubik W. Spear Breaker does not have a way to jump out of the trees if his charge is down, so he just gets to sit there and take about half his HP worth. The wave is ironically not favoring Storm Spirit here by being just a bunch of melee creeps at this point. Got the catapult, but it's just hitting the other one. It's exactly what Timbersaw wants. You know,
Yep.
he just drop a lot on him. He just eats the creep shots, takes the reactive stacks.
can kill this storm. Oh, never mind. There's a haste.
Haste.
He has no mana.
Rubik showed up thinking about doing something here at mid, but ultimately declined to do so. Maybe just watching top run, I guess. Storm Spirit uses the haste to basically just build his entire mana bar back up. And now he has boots, which is like having a very, very small haste on all the time.
Yeah, very nice.
I wonder what he's gonna build on Storm.
Shaman is just gonna casually eat it here. Oh, that's a very well-timed hex. He's fine. All right, Code Line getting
Good.
out of here.
Good stick.
Dire structures are fortified.
Storm Spirit's showing up for this. Spear Breaker charging. I think the more important thing about this Spear Breaker charge is keeping that little symbol above Naga's head. Storm Spirit just straight up gets the kill on the Shaman here. It is looking very
what?
bad for. Okay, goodbye, Mars. Neither
What
gets
the-
to stun nor gets to retain his life. Timber shot.
the hell?
Timber shot.
What's that? Did you see that spear? Like, it didn't latch to the tree.
Yeah, and then he died immediately for no reason.
It was very unfortunate.
Timber saw gonna get a turnaround kill on the Undying here, but it's probably not the best trade in the world. Pretty decent if anything comes out on the Storm Spirit here. Breaker gonna try and make a charge on Timbersaw, even though really they don't have anything to do about him right now. Yep, he just turns around, just walks right back away.
Clear cutting.
Breaker. Okay, Kame's career is just going back home. This is Kame's current inventory.
Like, game one. Like, game 1, they already pushed tower, like, in 8 minutes. On top.
Yeah, tower's already dead, and a lot of space is less because of that.
And he's still gonna go Fury, and he only have Ring of Health right now, so that's probably like, let's say, 18 minutes probably?
18-minute Valkyrie, 17, 18 minutes.
This is really sad for Mars.
Oh, God.
Nope, it's gonna be fine actually. Really thought that Centaur stun was just about to troll the hell out of him. They're showing up here, wanting to presumably just try and knock out this 2-1 bot early. Which, in contrast, is going to give Naga a lot of space, considering that this tower is about to go down more than likely, and the T1 bot, the always taken first tower, traditionally LD2L has yet to take even a single shot. Undying is going to
Goodbye, sir.
I mean, how can you stop that AO? I mean, illusions and then salmon when you only have Mars as your AoE? Kinda.
needed to run back that Earthshaker. That's what they needed.
And not use Echo Slam in the entire game?
Yeah, just well, see, this time you gotta go the opposite way. You gotta level it up at level 1. Have everybody TP to this tower because Looter walked away from it just a little early. And now Rubik's gonna die.
Over here.
Oh,
That was so good.
Not dead.
It's dead anyway, but it was pretty sick.
Line is still here too. It's gonna die. They should dive this, yeah.
Just pin to the tree, or pin to the tower here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Things are starting off well for Maniac. 3-0-1. As opposed to the Timbersaw, who's just got a single kill under his belt. Well, last if you take a look at the net worth chart here.
Radiant's bottom
BlueJay is
tower
just
is
free
under
farming.
attack.
Yep. Round the board advantage for the Radiant here. And I would say probably most of that is actually down to the 2 towers that Radiant has already taken out here. Which has actually given them a pretty decent gold advantage. a good charge by Spirit Breaker. Just comes in at such an awkward way in this fight that
Dire's middle tower
nobody
is under
else on
attack.
his team is in any danger anymore because everybody just had to drop everything to kill the stupid blue bull.
I mean, if you're a Spirit Breaker, like, I don't know, it's a hard game for a Spirit Breaker to, like, who are you gonna charge in this fight in every fight?
And the only real answer to that, like the only possible option is just the Furion. Like nobody else is
No.
even okay.
I mean, if you charge, he's dead, like, before, like, connecting in, so...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Right now, they're, like, having a rough
Goodbye, Undying. Hit Salt right before going down with Ganker.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower.
that's what I'm
is
saying,
under
like, a
attack.
while ago. They just need to, like, the
Radiant's
4-man and then let
structures
BlueJay
are
farm.
fortified.
There's
Dire's
There's
bottom
two
tower
rules in
is
this
under
world
attack.
about Undying. Rule number 1, you don't drop a tombstone right before you die if nobody else is around. Rule number 2, you don't hit ult before you die if nobody else is well, ever actually.
I mean, rule number 1 should be, like, winning your lane with Undying
Dire's
first,
bottom
but
tower
I don't
is
know.
under attack.
That's like... 12 minutes and they already have T2. Oh shit.
Dire's bottom tower.
12
It is
minutes,
a-
they have T2, Shadow Shaman has not ulted yet.
Supports are
They-
so poor right now.
They have a T2 and Shadow Shaman has not ulted yet. I just want that to be considered right now.
I
They've
mean,
gone
they're-
T2 and have not needed it.
They're forcing I mean, Jopa is forcing them to like gank him, but you don't want to gank Timbersaw. Kinda, when everyone is like sitting behind him, so
No, it's just it's like I said in lane phase, this is the exact right strategy for GXG here. It's like they ended lane phase as early as humanly possible. You know, Nature's Prophet and Timbersaw said done with this crap. We got better things to do. Just started beating folks up, and this is exactly what they need to do. Game has slowed down here, though. They said slowed down quite considerably at this point.
how far is
There's
he
just
in
been
Battle
spot
Fury?
on lane. How far is he on Battle Fury?
Oh, he went
He's
threads
calling
first.
Courier.
Oh, it's almost there, but he's gonna die. Or not. Oh, the arena.
Oh,
So you
man.
got the snakes in the arena. This is an unfriendly arena for the Dire. What just stunned the Stormbear there? The Shadow Shaman snakes are not being microed. They are now. They're just used to take out the tombstone there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know if it's a good fight for them. I mean, they lost Storm and Ursa, so
Yeah.
I think it's still bad for them. Even though it's 3-4-2, but the 2 cores, the most important
Nugget got a
one
lot of
died.
gold from that.
Yeah.
A lot of gold in Naga's pockets, a lot of gold in Mars's pockets too, but that really does not mean anything in this game.
Yeah, that's a good kill on Ursa too because he's almost have his Battle Fury, and now he died, so it's gonna delay more.
Yeah, the only bad part about that is he had just purchased an item right when it happened, so he didn't lose quite as much gold as he would, but he certainly lost the time and the
Dire's top tower
space.
is under attack.
Yeah, but
Radiant's middle
even
tower
though he
is
got
under
Battle Fury,
attack.
I don't think it's gonna change the game. It's just a
No,
farming tool.
he's just gonna be farming, and I just don't see any future for us in this game. I don't know, like it just has to be like an arena happens, and nobody on the Radiant has anything to stop it, where everybody on this team has something. Shaman can just drop snakes in the arena, and now it's the unfriendliest arena in the world for the Dire. You know, Rubik can just, you know what? I think once Rubik gets shard, he can actually pick up teammates and just throw them out of arena. The
I don't think you can.
Does that work? Do you not
I
get
I don't think it works. It's
Yeah,
like
I
Technical
guess.
at least, because it, you know, it used to be anything that was like a raise.
I think
get you
the
out of arena.
interaction is just I think the interaction is you
Yeah.
stop at the wall. Pretty sure.
That's very
It's
sad.
like-
Bro,
like bounce,
they're
yeah.
taking out all the ways to jump out of the arena. What the hell?
getting charged.
Rubik, yeah, Rubik charging the Spirit Breaker, but Timber Sub blows it just a little too early. Not like a Rubik charge is gonna do anything, especially not a level 1 Rubik charge. Ursa's Battle Fury is up.
He's gonna farm faster, but Naga Siren can farm faster. So. Oh,
Well, Arena, but again, the snakes just drop immediately.
the Yule.
Timber Subs, heals, yep.
Still alive? No
Yeah,
way.
Oh my
He's out
god,
here.
he lived.
BlueJay putting the song up here, trying to give everybody a chance to figure out what exactly is going to go down.
Oh,
The answer
the
is
Battle Fury
undying.
Ursa. The Battle Fury Ursa, what are you doing?
Getting
Just
kited.
farm.
Why are you here, homeboy? What
Oh
made you think
God,
being here was a
okay.
good idea?
I mean, if you guys buy Battle Fury, it's not your job to fight. Your
You
job
don't
is to
fight
just
with it. If
farm.
you buy diff, you can like show up there. But
Yeah. That was a good example of what I was talking about earlier, the Ursa versus Prophet matchup. You know, had he not died immediately, he could have cut one tree and then jumped over the line. Because the ring of trees was in front of him. So, you know, he has that mobility advantage in this particular game, right? That's one of those few and far between advantages for Ursa here. You know, you can see in that fight, he wasn't able to get any use out of it because he died too fast. Because he was there for some reason. I don't know. That was bad for Kami. Like, that really... Okay, Spirit Breaker randomly dies. That really put a damper on his gameplay, I think. Like, right when he gets a farming item, he just goes out, takes a bad fight, and then just has a death timer. I don't know. It's like pushing getting a return back on this Battle Fury even farther out than it already was.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And that's what it
attack.
is this game, it's just a return. It's just an investment with a return. One day Ursa will have farmed enough with the Battle Fury that like he would not have been able to farm at the same time otherwise. It will add up to about that value. That's like the Battle Fury in this game.
Radiant's
And
middle tower is under
that
attack.
just sent the time span on that
Is under
a lot
attack.
farther
Dire's
back.
top tower has fallen.
oh yeah, I'm here.
And Storm just died.
Oh my
Just
god.
one net is enough to kill him completely.
It's not even 20 minutes yet, and all their Titos are down.
Yeah,
It's looking rough.
it's looking really rough, and they can't like. Again, like Naga outskills her, so I don't know.
Naga outscales the Ursa. Prophet outscales the Mars.
Yeah.
And frankly,
Naga-
the Rubik and the Shadow Shaman are going to be useful for longer than the Undying and the Spirit Breaker are. There's really not an expiration date on, like, especially Shaman being useful in this game, whereas Spirit Breaker, it feels like he's already kind of done here. Like, the second you can't just get a kill, Spirit Breaker's done, and it feels like you can't just get a kill on, like, anybody on this team anymore. Roast the big chicken.
I think after this road, it's game.
Could be. That would be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, I mean they can't kill Naga once, much less twice. I don't know.
You can't even kill Timber so once.
Dire
Yeah, it's really looking rough. Like the optics are bad in this game.
But this Roche is thick. I don't know.
Yeah, they're actually having to pull out a Roche. They actually don't have enough damage to deal without Fury on here.
Oh, Furion went Lincoln's first. What the hell?
Yep, he does not want to get Vortexed.
No, he doesn't want to get charged, bro.
No, he doesn't want to get Vortexed.
So he can farm. That's a alright pickup. You don't have to be scared to push the lane because of the charge.
Storm Spirit gets bashed by an Ogre again. Spirit Breaker tries to charge, gets absolutely nowhere, goes down. If the campaign's not over for the brothers against NATO, it certainly is for New Ops. That much I can tell you for a fact. And yeah, Ganker X Ganker has totally given up on this Roche attempt. They are just completely done trying to do this. They're just gonna go back to trying to death ball again.
Uprooted after that.
We had smoke coming out of the enemy base, or the, not the enemy base, I'm not on Ganker X Ganker, coming out of the Brothers Against NATO base here. Rubik actually just gonna go down very, very quickly. Kami getting a kill, which is what he wants to have right now. No uncertain terms. Chasing down this poor Shadow Shaman. But, Shaman's just kinda able to right-click away. Puts down the snakes. Everybody on Dias leaves, so... all they got for that smoke gank was one support. Kinda rough. Kinda rough at this point. Really wanted more than that. Pin doesn't even begin to describe it.
Naga's dead.
The,
Or not Naga's dead, Mars is dead.
Mars
Naga will
just,
kill Mars.
Mars just has to put up Arena to have any hope in that fight, and it still just doesn't work out. Spearbreaker got Drums of Endurance. Because he's going to be walking bongo boots when that's done. Got this stupid cast range, less mana item.
Illusion.
Roche, attempt 2?
No kills this time.
Yeah, with the Furion actually present, this thing's going down a lot faster. Prophet going for the Orchid here. The BKB not going to be likely. It looks like actually the BKB is going to be up at roughly the same time the Orchid's going to go down, so there's that for the Storm Spirit at least. Oh no! Urza immediately makes a U-turn, gets the hell out of there. Naga Siren just charging top of this Aegis. 7k net worth advantage. Nothing else, at the very least, the Brothers Against NATO cores are like farming enough that they're not like falling off the world here for farm. Again, Kami's doing a pulling a good effort of trying to get some money here. Trying desperately to balance out getting cash and not just outright losing the game, but it is just so hard for him to do this. It's a good thing nobody at home could hear what sound I just made. It was a real interesting one.
Ursa Shard, very nice. Not that it's going to do much in this game, but...
yeah, there's not really many, it's like...
Oh.
The Rubik Fable debuff kind of sucks, but Ursa doesn't really care about that. Like, dodging the ensnare is gonna be good. And dodging the, stupid... not dodging, but shortening the, Hex is gonna be good. Snakes are just down here. Well, actually, speaking of down, Ursa's kinda down. Shaman is gonna die immediately in this fight. Actually, so is the Naga Siren. The Aegis is gonna come out.
Yeah.
That was a pretty much immediate Aegis pop. The arena blew up all the trees over here.
Oh man.
Timbersaw is getting kind of baited here, but nah, it doesn't matter. Ursa is just made of paper.
Yeah, that's the Rex down. Unfortunate.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Naga immediately moving to another set of racks here.
Timber is not died in this game. It's not even like
Dire's middle tower
looked
is under
kind of close to dying.
Dire structures are fortified.
Wolf gonna come out here. It's not going to. Well, I was gonna say it's not gonna save this tower. No, actually, the one who's not getting saved is Mars and the Sword Spirit, who just get completely shredded here. The Naga Diffusal Blade is just completely
Dire's middle barracks
destroying any hope for Storm Spirit. You can see that when he's going in there, even if he did hypothetically somehow survive the net, he wouldn't have any mana, which means he wouldn't survive any longer than that.
It's like a megas.
It's gonna be 25-minute mega creeps. It's looking like it.
Dire's bottom tower
There's no way they can stop it.
Here, let's admire this weird statue as the space falls apart.
barracks are under attack.
It's a shadow torpedo.
Dire's bottom barracks. The Radiant now have mega creeps.
Best hero in the game.
Yeah, true.
It feels good to be this good.
I'm just gonna drop an arena right on top of it. Here's a view of an arena you wouldn't normally get. Rubik's gonna go down. Looter actually follows. Naga Siren says enough of this. Gonna just sing and leave. But that might not be as
I mean,
easy.
it's just the classic, you get a few kills after the game completely ends.
And even Timbersaw is just going to casually die here.
Tower is under attack.
Too close to what is mine.
Unfortunately for... Oh, yeah. So full team wipe there. Only losing Storm Spirit in this quote-unquote fight.
I would say it does not matter.
No, there's no way this matters. This is like a done deal. This team cannot exist with Mega Creeps, and it certainly can't exist with Mega Creeps, and a Furion, and a Naga Siren, and a Shadow Shaman on the other team. This is like... This isn't quite... No, maybe it is about equally as unwinnable to the game that I skipped through from week 2, or week 3, I think.
They're giving them hope.
Old and sweet.
Oh, this storm is so worried. What the hell?
Yeah, this time it was Maniac given the space rather than Zook. Decided to try and pour some money on Mars here, which I don't know, that just does not sound like a sound financial strategy to me. I'm dying, having a really hard problem taking on these megas. If Furion had balls, he could just drop into the enemy base right now, probably get a couple of kills. The good news is, Ursa's gonna have a BKB soon!
Yikes. And Rubik has Ghost Scepter.
Yeah, he's gonna go for E-Blade.
Very nice.
Timbersaw with a bit of a 5-year plan going on here, gonna finish up his SNK going to BKB. Naga Siren has finally finished his Scuddy, now looking at a heart and then a butterfly and then a shard and then another point booster for something else. Maybe the eggs, who's to say? But probably not.
It's right back.
Yeah, maybe it's Wraith Pack, yeah. Ganker x Ganker taking it slow here.
Oh, Storm, let's go.
They know I get to go home early if this game ends at like 25 minutes. That cannot happen.
No, so you can cast the other one. The week 3. So you don't have to wake up later. Just do it.
Shadow Shaman gonna get caught to start out the push on the base here. Ursica is going to have the good fortune to
Oh, okay.
be enraged with the
Interesting.
net.
Nugget's
Nagasaki gonna
dead.
sing, but she's
he's
dead!
The combo. Oh, are they doing it? What?
Dire's middle tower is under
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Ganker x Ganker is just kind of going in one by one against a lineup where that absolutely is not going to work. Diffie on Ursa actually would have been really good this game. It's probably a little too late now, but...
Stupendous!
Like, if there's one thing that Timbersaw absolutely hates more than anything else in the world, it is getting all of his mana blown up by somebody who hits you 5,000 times a second.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Mars with the eggs? Let's go.
Picked it up for the mega defense. He also has 20 Deso charges here.
Holy shit.
I'm getting a second wind!
Oh, what?
The Spirit has not Storm Spirit. Spirit Breaker has these Bonga boots. Sad thing is, I just don't feel. I just can't honestly say I feel like it matters. I feel like next time GXG has a fight where they don't just all go in one by one, if all the cores
mean,
are at
the
the
game's
same
over,
phase, yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's just a matter of when is GXG gonna let me go home. At this point, basically. T4 is rather heavily damaged. At least this leftmost T4 is. The right T4 is still doing okay. Let's use this time while they're doing Roche to do something fun. Here's a Joba statue. It says, "Come at me, bro." And it's, yeah, I can see Invoker saying that while he's looking like that.
Yeah, that's like 1 out of 10, so.
Got the,
Roshan has
and
fallen
my
to
axe
the
statue from Looter here, which we've already seen before.
That looks alright.
I
Better
do
than
like-
the Invoker one.
I do like how Looter and BlueJay kind of have matching statues here on this team. Just two guys who are in the air doing something.
What a surprise!
If I could get a look at this stupid thing. Come on. Come on. Just let me look at the funny statue. I swear I look at this one every week. This is going to be no exception. There we go. You see, you don't feed after midnight, and it's Meepo looking a little odd. And if these statues were here, I'd look at them too. Anyone heard any good jokes recently? Randy, why don't you start?
Well, I don't have a good joke, sorry.
Well, then say a bad joke. Tell us about that time you went to Malta.
No.
Can't believe you're holding out stories on us like this. I gotta tell you guys, this is the absolute hardest kind of game to commentate. Literally nothing is happening and there's no way these guys can win. Like, not in a billion years could these guys ever do it. What does Gabe say? Gabe actually gives them a 5% chance. That's pretty good. That is 5% better than I give them.
Better than the Mega Million Powerball, so.
It's true.
They have
I mean, if you think about it, yeah, they can definitely do this, yeah. I mean, all they have to do is just buy a lottery ticket and win, and then they'll have proved that they can make an achievement with similar odds. These guys are really gonna wait out this whole Aegis, huh? They're really actually gonna wait the whole Aegis just so they can get the Nagasara and Heart.
They're playing it safe. So I mean, they're smart. So they already throw it twice in high ground. So
Yeah, that is true, yeah. But it's just, you could also just go high ground smart, right? You don't need to play smart and defensive, you can play smart and still be offensive. Like Randy, he's offensive to me all the time. Have you ever gotten a whiff of that odor?
oh,
Leaves of 3, let them be.
He smells like,
then Tin Spirit.
smells
Smells
like,
like-
yeah, it smells like Team Spirit. You got Spatson on you, bro. Goodbye, Spirit Breaker.
Oh,
Shadow Shaman doing his best to try and live through this, but just not able to stand up all the magic damage. That awkward arena didn't actually get knocked in it or anything. She's just sitting outside killing people. Mars is gonna take a casual fall.
there we
Chris
go.
is gonna take a casual fall. The Naga Aegis is gonna pop. We've got buybacks. Oh my god, we've got buybacks.
Dire structures are fortified.
Oh, I hate to do this to the same team 2 different times, but I mean, come on now. We're done, bro. This is not happening. Stop buying back.
What do you mean, bro?
Shadow Shaman gonna again take a spill here. He gets the snakes out this time. These snakes are not in what most people would call the most useful location, unfortunately for me. Just gonna ask to panic drop him. Kami's just gonna walk up, just eat him for dinner. Dear Jesus Christ, they're really gonna wait for next Rosha.
Oh, he has X now, right? For Naga, so
Yeah, it does.
there we go. They might finish it. Shadow Shaman wants to end this already, so
Yep, me too, bro. Me too. This was supposed to be a 20-minute game, and here we are, it's still going at 40 minutes. Song just completely wastes the arena, basically resetting the fight there. The Shadow Shaman is the only person who's in real danger there. Still is going to go down, but does take much more firepower than they wanted to get it done. It was actually
There we go.
back.
no buyback.
Has fallen.
Tombstone going down, Undying is just gonna completely eat it.
Dire's ancient is under
Kami calls the G's.
What can you do?
Gigantic vortex gets everything in the
A
world
black
and then
hole.
the ocean blows up. Oh
what a
my
black
god. Again, Ganker X Ganker, again! At least you were on the giving end this time rather than the receiving end. I don't understand some of the mentalities in LD2L, I don't know. I guess if you just got like 40 minutes free on Sunday night, right, you might as well use it? I don't know. This is a very unwinnable game for Brothers against NATO. I feel like every single bit of ground they got in this game was Ganker X Ganker getting cocky, and like they could have gotten the cockiest you've ever seen, and it really would not have changed the outcome of this game. It's another situation where I feel like the Ganker X Ganker lineup just completely steamrolled them, and it is definitely putting an interesting picture on Ganker X Ganker, who so far has mostly been the whipping boy this season. I do think the draft strategy, you know, he's not going to be happy to hear it, like he watches anyway, but I do think the BlueJay draft strategy is probably better than the Kid Dynamite drafting strategy for Ganker X Ganker. It feels like when BlueJay gets it You know, everybody kind of has a very specific defined role. It feels like all the cores are very standalone, whereas I feel like Kid Dynamite just tries to build literally everything on the BlueJay, and, you know, funnily enough, BlueJay himself said we're not going to do that, and it feels like both of these games, it's a very different night and day story compared to what we've seen out of the traditional Ganker x Ganker lineups. They played this game well to the point where it was pretty much decided at 20 minutes. It's just a shame it went 40. That's really all there is to say about that. I think if Ganker x Ganker has more drafts like this in the future, and in fairness to Kid Dynamite, this was an easier draft. I don't think Kami really had a great idea of what he should be banning here. It seems like that's a very weak spot for him as a captain in general. But it seems like even though it was an easy draft game, but I do think if they can apply what they got out of the drafts over the course of these two games here in other games, we definitely might be seeing more success coming out of Ganker x Ganker in the future. That's really all there is to say about that. Anything to say from you two?
Oh,
Nah.
I think they have similar draft. I mean, in Ganker X, BlueJay, and Kid Dynamite, I think it's just the Kid Dynamite pool in mid. I mean, right
Yeah.
now, yeah, I mean, they have a real mid Jopa, so I think that's why it worked out. And the Nature's Prophet on Looter, it's a big one too, so I think that's the. I don't know about Kami's team. Do they still have a chance going for playoffs?
Yeah, they
No.
do. I think they just
I
have
mean,
to have a perfect season after this point. But yeah,
If they
it's looking
kill
like
everyone?
it's looking like it's time to learn Dota 2 League for the Brothers Against NATO, guided by Allah. That's basically it.
I feel like
So-
they don't care. They just play and then, you know.
So, if you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up today. We're constantly in need of stand-ins. We're constantly in need of sometimes full-time players to step in here. So you're definitely going to get some opportunities. Boss 3 Dojo, yada yada yada. And yeah, with that, we just got a couple of week 3 games, and then I'm finally goddamn caught up, and I don't have to record like 19,000 games a week anymore. So hooray!